64 wins, the second greatest defense in the last 30 years. All of the Oklahoma City Thunder's historic marks were shattered by Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs right in Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. In today's video, 5 Minute Hoops breaks down the absolute truth behind the biggest NBA coup of the decade between the Spurs and Thunder. Today's roadmap has 3 parts: the terrifying emergence of the Spurs' 21-year-old Big Three, why the OKC machine hasn't collapsed just yet, and in the final stretch, the fatal tactical X factor that will determine who truly rules the West. If you skip that critical key at the end, you'll completely misjudge the landscape of the NBA over the next 5 years. Which dynasty will actually claim the crown? Let's dive right in. Let's look at the facts. The San Antonio Spurs aren't just improving, they're staging a full-blown coup. In the last 30 years of NBA history, only 4 teams have made a bigger year-over-year jump in net rating than the massive plus 11.2 leap San Antonio pulled off in the 2025-26 season, finishing with a 62-20 record. They surged all the way to top 3 in the entire league in both offensive and defensive ratings. And at the epicenter of that earthquake sits Victor Wembanyama. With Wemby on the floor, the Spurs were a staggering plus 17.0. When he sat, that number plummeted to plus 0.6. That plus 16.4 on-off differential was the highest mark of any player in the entire league last season. But Wemby isn't flying solo. Flanking him is Stephon, the playmaker with the most insane leap in the league, jumping from 5.5 to 8.9 assists per 36 minutes. Castle alone dished out a whopping 130 dimes to Wemby, alongside Dylan Harper, who shared the floor with Wemby for an absurd plus 27.0 rating. The trio of Wembanyama, Castle, and Harper has an average age of just 21. Even scarier, the Spurs returned 94% of their total minutes from last season, while adding the veteran leadership of Tobias Harris. Having knocked off OKC in 8 of their 12 matchups last year, the throne in the West clearly belongs to San Antonio. But don't write off the Oklahoma City Thunder just yet. Writing off OKC as frauds off a single Game 7 loss is an insanely short-sighted take. Don't forget, over the last 2 seasons, the Thunder have outscored opponents by a jaw-dropping 11.2 points per game, boasting one of the most dominant 2-year stretches in NBA history. They feature Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the most lethal individual scoring machine in the game. SGA produced 1.18 points per possession as a pick-and-roll ball handler. He was also the first player in 13 years of camera tracking data to shoot 55% or better on over 500 pull-up 2-point attempts. Sure, OKC just salary dumped Lou Dort, Isaiah Joe, and Aaron Wiggins to trim payroll. But zoom out. Jalen Williams was essentially sidelined for the Western Conference Finals due to injuries. With a fully healthy J-Dub, alongside the rise of Cason Wallace, Ajay Mitchell, and rookie Ade Mara, OKC isn't backing down. Their elite defense, holding teams to just a 106.5 defensive rating, remains an absolute brick wall. And here is the fatal tactical X factor that will define the future of the West. Looking at the stats, San Antonio cracked the code to neutralize OKC by holding the Thunder to just 107.9 points per 100 possessions in the WCF. But the Thunder's fatal flaw lies in their perimeter defense. They allowed a league-worst 4.7 corner three-pointers per game, the most given up by any team in 30 years. On one side, you have a team holding the tactical key to decipher their rival. On the other, a vengeful juggernaut ready to reclaim the throne. The margin between champions and contenders comes down to one crucial tactical adjustment. Do you think San Antonio will keep exploiting this fatal flaw, or will OKC patch the hole? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.